Alabama adds another 5-star to their recruiting class, and they're closing in on Ohio State. It's just a matter of time for the Crimson Tide have the top recruiting class in college football. We're going to talk Caleb Cunningham. We're going to talk about this recruiting class that Alabama has assembled and more. Big Sexy Elmo out here in Vegas with me, right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Like and subscribe, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Great to have you back here hanging. Let's get this party started. Oh, look at who it is, man. You got the whole Vegas setup behind you.
Nick, where are you? Come rescue me.
Still right. We're having a good time out here in Vegas. Yeah. Good to have you on the show. Yesterday, I can tell by the lack of views that the show got. Having just me on wasn't good enough, and I guess
no.
They made it abundantly clear. Get Big Sexy Elmo back on the show.
No. Just a slow day, man. Slow day, but we got big news yesterday, man. How about our boy?
Boom, there it is. Yeah, we're huge Caleb Cunningham fans. We've had him on the show a bunch. And you see the graphic there on 3. Everyone predicted he was coming to Alabama, but this is another 5-star prospect committing to Alabama. That gives them 4. This is a big one, man. I'm guessing A.K. Deere is going to follow him over from Quitman, Mississippi, but you get the guy from right outside of Starkville, 5-star. Alabama made a great play for him during the official visit, and he found a home.
Dude, we knew it was coming. We talked about it. We've talked to him twice about it on this show. But yeah, this is a big get. He's the number 2 wide receiver in the 2025 class, according to On3, the consensus number 1 player in the state of Mississippi. And whenever you get somebody of this guy's caliber, obviously your rankings are going to go way up. And we're nipping at those heels, Mick. We're nipping at those heels.
Yeah, let me throw it up here just because, I mean, look, it's definitely something we're keeping a close eye on. Ohio State, the number is getting lower and lower and lower. Alabama closing in on them. How many? This is on 3. They got Alabama at 3 5-stars, 14 4-stars. A couple weeks ago, they had 0 5-stars. Look at them now. Right. And does this really matter? Well, I mean, I think it does, just because the more talent you have, the more successful you're going to be. So that's what it looks like at on 3. And here's 24/7. Yeah, there you go. 4 5-stars, 24/7. The number, again, very, very slim lead for Ohio State. One more big get for Alabama, and they're going to pass Ohio State. The Tide has less commitments. I mean, look at this, man. I mean, ahead of Georgia, ahead of LSU. And doing it the right way, just making connections and winning players over to want to come play at Alabama.
So, okay, according to 24/7, we're basically 6. We're 1 point away basically, and then on 3 has us at basically 0.6 of a point away,
right,
for reach of that number 1 spot. So. Another, an A.K. Deere may put us over the top. I don't know.
Yeah, Ty Haywood, the offensive lineman from Texas, grew up an Alabama fan. The class, it's another one of these top 100 players. It's another one of these guys who comes in with the pedigree, and this is something we saw Nick Saban and his staff continually do, and these guys are doing the same thing. I mean, just making it happen.
Yeah, they put the work in, and this is what happens when you put the work in like they have. And I believe in this staff, and Of course, I think you may have talked yesterday about the Saban speech at the Icon Awards.
What'd you think of that?
I thought it was amazing. And I read somewhere someone had said, and I thought it was perfect. It's like Nick Saban's everyone's coach now. I even had Auburn fans on my Facebook reply that was like, this guy's just a class act. We're glad he's gone, but he's definitely a class act. I thought it was a terrific 7 or 8 minute watch. If you haven't watched it, you need to. I'm all in on DeBoer, Coach DeBoer. I'm all in, but I tell you, when that first game rolls around, it was sort of like A-Day, man. I was a little depressed because you just love this guy. He was the Bear Bryant of our era,
mm-hmm.
And to not see him on the sidelines is going to be kind of hard. But I'm all in on DeBoer. But I'm telling you, man, I'm going to miss this guy.
Yeah, I think we all are. And some of you guys, we're honest here. Like we'll tell you what we liked and what we didn't, what we don't like about anybody, but doesn't mean that you don't love them. And it was a pleasure, just an absolute pleasure to be able to watch Nick Saban coach and win and turn the program around and make Alabama a champion again. Not just winning one championship, but being in the mix for a championship every year. When you beat Alabama and Nick Saban was there, you really did something. Really, really did. Like, I don't remember Alabama giving many games away. No.
And going to miss the guy. Like I say, we're getting close. Folks, SEC Media Day is this week. We're fixing to go into full high-speed mode here on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the funny thing. Like, this is our last little break before the start of college football, and we're here trying to give you guys a show. Look at that. I mean, to think that us on our vacation even comes at you with a show tells you how dedicated we are to you guys, our audience. And Brett actually slept so good yesterday. He missed the show. But you travel, man. It's not an easy trip to get out here from Alabama.
No, I was tired, and like some folks know on the show, I put another station on the air last week, and then came yesterday and traveled. And I told Vic, I was like, man, I've got to take a nap or something, and then boom,
you slept like a rock. You had to come all the way out to Vegas to get a good night's sleep.
It was great though, and it's good to be back.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the recruiting. And again, another big get for Alabama with Caleb Cunningham. Let me remind you guys that the show is brought to you by Pearl River Resort. You don't have to come all the way out to Vegas to have the Vegas experience. And the two of us did this a couple weeks ago. Geyser Falls, their water park was amazing. Dancing Rabbit Golf Course really is legitimately a great course. And if you go to the sports book and you put $50 down, you can play Dancing Rabbit for $40, win, lose, or draw, right? And it is the Augusta you can play. And if you get there early, you got to try those breakfast sandwiches, which you didn't get, Brett, but I absolutely loved them. Table games and slots. They've got bands that play. They got great restaurants. So you get that. You don't have to come all the way out here, the 3.5 hour flight, 4 hour flight. Just go over to Pearl River and you get a little slice of Vegas right there. All right, guys, when we come back, Brett takes over the show, but this quick message first.
To Pearl River Resort. They call him Big Sexy. Coming at you from the Walker County. Jasper is his hometown. He's known for giving free rundowns. Oh, Big Sexy. Throwing out those Alabama thoughts. Sneaking out your mom's window without getting caught. Nick gives you the SPs, but Big Elmo is here to please. Big sexy Elmo on the Bama Tailgate Show.
You can take the boy out of Walker County, but you can't take the Walker County out the boy here in Las Vegas. Here in Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, where it is a scorching, what was it, 115 when I got here yesterday? Or whenever it was.
You were asking me, I got here before you, and you were asking me how hot it was, and I was like, I said, no, it's a different heat. It's not going to be that bad. Cause I didn't need you backing out. It's the kind of heat.
A different kind of heat. Yeah.
It's the kind of heat you cremate things with.
Right. Yeah. When I got out, when I left the airport, and the heat hit me, I thought, I'm going to kill Mick. He lied.
I can tell you that now. I can tell you that. It was hotter when I got here. It was 115 when I landed.
I was like,
you were 111.
Yeah, I was like, what have I gotten myself into?
It's like 109 today, and the Uber guy was telling us, like, he was like, it's just nice that it's cooled down.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean cool down? I thought my shoes were going to melt to the asphalt weight.
They told me that at the pool. They told me that at the pool. They said your flip flops will melt.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah.
Take a look at today's birthdays. Today, the 14th day of July. Gee whiz, we're almost the midway point of the month. The only birthday that, not a whole lot, the only one that I recognize is Conor McGregor. He's 36 today.
Wow, yeah. He's been hit a lot. He's made a ton of money.
Yeah.
He's a pitch man for products, including some rum, and he was a former champion, and now it's like he's doing movies and stuff. It just seems like he's having a little bit of a problem communicating. And what you hope is that maybe it's time to quit the fighting and kind of get into the WWE or something, where you can use your character and all that, but you're not literally punching someone, or someone isn't literally punching you in the head.
Right, exactly. If you're looking for something to celebrate today is National Be Nice to Bugs Day. A bug bit Mick yesterday on the arm, and I thought he was going to die. I don't know what it was, but it got him.
Yeah, it did. And I mean, do they have mosquitoes here? Because I don't know what the thing was, but it got my hand, and then I was like, oh man, how bad is it going to be? And then it went away. But it for about an hour, I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah. Today is National Mac and Cheese Day.
Kids love mac and cheese. I'm not a mac and cheese guy that much, but I'll tell you what, sometimes you go to restaurants and they'll do like the gourmet mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And I like that. It just was never really one of my things. I like it, but I don't love it like a lot of you guys do.
You're going to have the right mac and cheese.
It's like those fried bologna sandwiches. Don't like them. Just keep them away from me.
What's wrong with you?
I know. Don't like them.
Today is it is hot out here in Vegas, but it's National Nude Day.
Well, it's so hot out here, you'd probably be better off not wearing clothes.
Probably so, yeah. I don't know.
Where do you go to celebrate that? Over at Honey Buns, Slate Creek,
Sunny Buns Nudist Resort there in Slate Creek, Alabama. Only clothes optional facility in Alabama, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if they go hand in hand together, but it's also tape measure day.
You're gonna find out who the real best man is.
Find out who the real best man is.
These are all Bull Corey's jokes, by the way, guys. Our friend, the late great Bull Corey.
And for all of you folks that may be watching at the beach, look, I love the beach. I'm a beach person. I love it. Mick lives at the beach, basically. Today is Shark Awareness Day.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to thin out the shark population. I mean, when they start attacking people and they're all over the place, but they're an important part of the ecosystem. I just don't want one of them to, come after me.
No, me either. Let's see. Folk singer Woody Guthrie, born this day back in 1912. He died in 1967.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Look, it's a slow day, okay?
Yeah.
It's a really slow day as far as this news is concerned. Hey, really cool movie, though, premiered. 1969, Easy Rider with Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, and Jack Nicholson premiered. Yeah.
Classic
movie there. Let's see. Anything helps happen? 2015, Harper Lee's second novel, Go Set a Watchman, an early 1957 version of To Kill a Mockingbird, goes on sale in 70 countries.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know I've talked about it. I bartended at Boo Radley's in Tuscaloosa when I was a student at Alabama, and after, right when I got out of school. And Boo Radley was one of the characters in that book. Right. So people would come by, and it was like kind of such an Alabama name, and the bar started in Mobile. And it was only 3 years of my life, but it had such an influence on everything. I learned so much about business and people. I met so many friends there. It helped me get from doing that to getting into broadcasting. But the camaraderie that we had as a work team was, pretty insane. So that's my. I don't read the books, so I don't know anything about it.
My mom. Let's see that they do that. Is it in Monroeville?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, where they do the the reenactment and stuff. My mom went there and met Scout, I guess it was, the little girl.
Yeah,
and met her, and so that was really cool. So that that's a great part of our history here in the state of Alabama. Mm-hmm. 1988. We'll end with this. WYHY Radio offered $1 million to anyone who could prove that Elvis is still alive.
And people have debated me on this. There's some guy, I forget his name, that they think is Elvis. He's like just a regular guy.
Yeah.
And Elvis died. There's no, there's just no. He was on painkillers and drugs, and and had a heart attack, and it's a shame. But that stuff kind of got going in the 80s, the conspiracy stuff, and it's so surprising, that it caught legs. Strange things happen, but Elvis isn't coming back to life, or being alive isn't one of them.
Well, we're fixing to go see Fat Elvis, so let's go.
Yeah, we're going down to see Big Elvis, and we're not even kidding.
No, we're not kidding. I'm going to film some of this for tomorrow's show.
You guys will get to see.
I want to take my picture with him. I do.
With Big Elvis? Okay.
Yeah, me and Big Elvis and Mick.
The three amigos.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Hey, guys, like and subscribe. Get in the comment section. Thanks for hanging. We'll talk to you tomorrow.